What's up, everybody? Supersmallchibiwolf here, and today I'm going to be talking about Astral Chain, the upcoming Nintendo Switch exclusive. And yeah, man, in my opinion, I'm talking about my opinion, the issues surrounding it, and then give my full out opinion. So, Astral Chain, what was that? I think the first trailer, I watched it. When did it release? Around February is when I started hearing about it, watched the trailer and all that. And, you know, from there, I said, it looks pretty nice, pretty cool. I rewatched it and heard about a little bit of it recently, and then I was like, you know what? I think this is a game I would be interested in, and it looks pretty cool. I think it's going to have a great story. Hopefully, it has multiplayer because I could imagine it being something fun, you know. But with that, moving on from that, so this is a game. The people who created this were the people who created like Bayonetta and the other model. Now I don't know about Bayonetta. I was thinking of getting the first and second game later on in the year, and then I hear the new game, the third one is coming out. I think this year or next year. But yeah, maybe I'll get that too, depending on the first two. And um, yeah, for Nier Automata though, I did love it. If Zelda and Mario didn't come out that year, I think that would have been my game of the year because I did enjoy Nier Automata. Nier Automata was one of my favorite games on uh, 2017. I think that was the year it came out. And yeah, man, I think, in my opinion, I think it was, to be honest, I know this is out of topic, but I think Neon Model should be on Switch, to be honest. Because I think it's going to fit, because, you put it on TV, you can take it anywhere you want. Imagine that. Because Neon Model is also a game which I love and enjoy playing, and, it had a great story and different, like, endings and stuff like that. And hopefully Astral Chain will have something similar to gameplay of Nier Automata, because I did enjoy how it felt Nier Automata, how it played, how the different things about it. And Astral Chain, I think I have faith in it. I think it's gonna do good. It's gonna do well, and maybe it does amazing. Who knows? I think so. Now, with my personal opinions on this out of the way, let's talk about the issues surrounding the game. Now, the first thing a lot of people are saying is, "Oh, you play like police. You play as like police," and in my opinion, so what? So what? You play as the police? It's so dumb and stupid that a lot of people, you know, I hate hearing a lot about, for example, people attack games for the dumbest reasons, but no one ever talks about the biggest issues within the gaming industry, which is microtransactions. How companies force you to buy this stuff, and if you don't buy it, you can't play the game how it originally was. Crash Bandicoot racing game, uh, Crash Team Racing. I hear something like that. My friend told me, and in my opinion, why doesn't anyone talk about the microtransactions? Everyone needs to be attacking the games and the developers and all of that to try to make them fit in some weird stuff. And it's so annoying. Gaming is getting annoying for me personally. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I grew up with the PS1 and the Game Boy. That's where I grew up. Yeah, I played N64, Super Nintendo, all those two as well. But, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this, man. I remember a time, you know, PS3 was the first console I had that I was online. The first console I played online or had online. So, and I don't know, it's just so brain hoarding, headache, because it's like, why is it like every time there's something cool and fun, some other company needs to, Activision, sneak in microtransactions, but no one ever talks about that. No one ever talks about the sneaky stuff they do. And no one ever talks about, oh, how they overcharge for DLC. No one ever talks about, oh, this game released and it's not finished. No one ever talks about, oh, how the companies are trying to manipulate fans and trying to make it like they can't win stuff, on those slot machines, which is called microtransactions. You know, you buy something like Call of Duty, you did blah, 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 boom, you get some whatever. Buy the crypto coins. I'm using Call of Duty a lot because that's the main bad guy and EA, you know, Battlefield. But I don't play the newest ones of any of them. And I don't know, maybe if I see Black Friday, the new Call of Duty, because I did like Modern Warfare. You know, that was one of the best ones. The second one, and the third one was okay. Um, so my biggest point of all this is, why does a lot of people, you know, game journalists, whatever, blah blah, blah, you know, the people, why do they attack games when it has a good idea, fun, enjoyable, something that actually has heart to it, and not just a bunk. Let's just put microtransactions. Boom. Now buy our game. You know, those games, people in the industry who reviews games and talks news and all that, you know, all you need to do, what's acceptable is put microtransactions in a game, make a, you don't even need to have a story nowadays, just throw it in there and see if it sells or not, you know. That's the games that people in the industry love. But no one ever loves the games that has heart, like Astral Chain. No one ever loves the games that actually give more than it, you know, if people buy for. I don't know, something like that is the saying. You know what I mean? Because in my opinion, Astral Chain is going to be an amazing game. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to enjoy it. I hope it has an amazing story and all that. You know, maybe it has a line. Dude, I imagine it having a line, dude, and then you could play with everybody else like a hub, like Destiny 1 before they ruined that game also. You know what I mean? And then it's just like everyone talking on the bike, and it's just going to be fun, man. That's how I imagine the online for Astral Chain. Now, with that being done, let me talk about the police situation. Now, obviously, a lot of times, this is a long story short, we all know a lot of countries respect them, a lot of countries hate them, and you know which country's which. In Japan, I hear they respect them. That's what I heard from a few YouTubers talking about this, and what I've read in articles. You know, so in Japan, police are loved. In states, police are hated in ways, and in Europe, I believe they are having issues. Or Brazil, I heard something like that. So all of that is that. Now, moving on from that, because I don't like getting, you know, talking about politics and all, I ain't discussing stuff, you know. So let me just leave this at this. Astral Chain, I believe it's going to be a successful game. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a nice game. I will support it. Hopefully it doesn't have like, hopefully they don't mess it up. And then, you know how some companies, they bow to the people, and then the bad people, let me say, and they start adding microtransactions and this and that. You know what I mean? So hopefully they stay pure, good, and loyal. And well, it is going to be for Nintendo Switch exclusive, so I imagine it's going to be an amazing game. With that being that, yeah, Astral Chain is one game that I think is going to, it has a bright future, but in the same time, you never know what will happen. But so far, like for example, in like, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, you're not seeing no DLC that's weird, or Mario Odyssey. I don't think Mario Odyssey even had DLC. I know Zelda had like motorcycle or something like that DLC and expansion and stuff. I don't think Odyssey did. Did Mario Odyssey did have? I don't know. I haven't played that game in a while either, and or those games in a while. But with that being that, ladies and gentlemen, tell me in the comments what you think. Tell me in the comments what do you think about all this issues surrounding it. Are you on this side, or are you against Astral Chain? In my opinion, I love the trailers. I think it looks beautiful. I think it's going to succeed. I want it to succeed, so they make. Yo, please bring Nier Automata to Nintendo Switch, Nintendo, and Square Enix, please. You already have a lot of classic, you know, Final Fantasies on Switch. Just put the Nier Automata on Nintendo Switch, please. Now, with that being that, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and tell me in the comments, are you looking forward to Astral Chain, and would you want any other game ported on Switch, like Nier Automata maybe? So, with that being that, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, bye.